Good morning, welcome back. Happy Sunday if it's Sunday when you're watching this. Today is Saturday, it's Saturday morning. We're just back to the farm again. We milk recorded this morning, so that kicked our weekend off with the farming activities. So now we're back to take all of the milk samplers off again. I did actually film putting them on last night. It is quite possibly one of my most disliked jobs. Not milk recording, I don't mind milk recording, but hanging these samplers on and then taking them back off again, not ideal. So I'm going to show you us putting them on last night, us milk recording this morning, and then I'm going to take these off, and that'll be us done for another 6 weeks. Thank goodness. Those pesky samplers taken off now. They all got rinsed along with the parlour through the hot acid wash this morning, so they're good to go. They're all taken apart and they'll be stored away now for another 6 weeks, thank goodness. The last cow to calve actually calved this morning, calved outside, great job. Heifer calf, her and the heifer calf skipped into the house this morning, so that is fantastic, which means we're now on the 8-week countdown, because we wean at 8 weeks, so we're on the 8-week countdown to no more calves to feed. And then after that we can red the calf house out, power hose, disinfect, all that fun stuff, and let it rest for starting to calve again in July, August time. We're always thinking ahead. So I think today we need to do more of the usual Saturday bedding, scraping, feeding, and I had planned on going for a grass walk. I've broke the plate meter out of her winter retirement. I had planned on going. It's very cold. Okay, no, I will go. I'm gonna go now anyway and do a couple of paddocks. Like I said in last week's video, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we do want to get the cows out, but I think the ground is still too wet. I don't think it'll carry the cows yet. I think there's grass out there, but I don't think the ground will actually carry the cows. But I suppose the best way to go and find out if we can go grazing anytime soon is to go walk the paddocks. So I'll take my trusty plate meter with me, see what is out there. I can't believe we're back round to grass measuring time again. Where does the time go? Also, if you want an explanation for how the plate meter and grass measuring works, I'm pretty sure I filmed a video on it last year, which I will try and remember to link down below. So I'm gonna go and do that now, and then I will speak to you after. Okay, observations so far. I'm walking on the lane, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm not using it. Observations so far, plenty of grass. Paddocks measuring at 2600, 2800. Be lovely for grazing if the cows weren't going to sink whenever they went in. It is wet. It's still wet. Okay, so grass all walked. I'm nearly blown away. It would take a big bit of wind to blow me away. So grass wise, one half of the farm, there probably would be the drier half of the farm is still very wet. Plenty of grass out there, so like as soon as it's dry enough, cows could go out. Other half of the farm, perhaps not as much grass as I would have liked, and admittedly probably partly because winter grazing probably lasted too long, sheep on it for too long. I can't remember when they came off, but yeah, probably just something to watch next year, that if anything is being grazed over them in the winter time, that they do come off in good time. But I imagine that the cows probably won't go out for another 2 or 3 weeks anyway. Today is the 13th of March. So last week in March perhaps they might go out. We'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna put all of that information, I've all got it written down in my wee book. I'm gonna put that all onto the grass measuring software. Hashtag not an ad. Wish it was. But that should hopefully just help to show me the kind of wedge that there is on the farm at the minute, the grass wedge that there is in the minute. And yeah, it got fertilizer this week, so I would imagine if it warms up a little bit more, we will start to see quite a bit of grass growth, hopefully. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then I don't know what we'll do next, but I will see you then. So I realised in my last video, which you will see tomorrow when I'm filming this, but last week when you're watching this, that I spoke very crudely, very juvenilely about semen and AI and frozen semen and semen being stored on the farm. So I thought I would show you, I forgot to show you. So I thought I would show you in this video, just for anybody. I realised that this doesn't like tie in with anything that I've done today or will do today, but I thought that I would show you just for anybody who hasn't seen this before. So I'm going to spin you around and show you the semen tank. I think it's quite cool. I think everyone should see it. So this is the semen tank. It is stored under liquid nitrogen, so obviously very, very cold. Then you have all the different compartments in the tank that the semen can be stored in. Obviously because it needs to be kept cold and stored cold, I'm not going to spend too much time, but I thought I'd just very quickly show you. So obviously very cold. Aha, there we go. So that is what the semen straws look like. But obviously because they need to stay cold and stay frozen to maintain their quality, I can't really lift them out until there's one to AI. So the next time that there's a cow to AI, I will try and show you the actual straw semen out of the tank into the gun, which looks like this, and then how the AI actually works.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Without giving a warning, I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will.
So a little bit more time has passed since we last spoke. I think the last thing I showed you was possibly the nitrogen flask for the semen, maybe, unsure. But yeah, it's just after 6 o'clock. We are finished milking, thank goodness. Today, just after I finished my grass walk, when I was like, oh my goodness, it's really wet, but hopefully it'll dry out, it lashed. It rained. It rained so hard for about 2 hours. So that would have undone any drying that happened at all today. But this morning, I didn't tell you, but this morning the last cow to calved. And we finished on a heifer calf, which is fantastic news, great job. So we brought her in and I filmed me there this evening, taking her out of the big pen and putting her into the wee pen, and then getting the rest of the calves fed. There's so few calves left now. We're down to like the last 8 weeks, because obviously we keep the calves on milk for 8 weeks, which means the last one's born today. So 8 weeks from now, fingers crossed, we can wean calves, and then we can have a little break from babies on milk until like July or August time, I think we start again. So that'll be nice. But other than that, there's nothing really else happening. I don't know what we're gonna do this evening. Probably what we do every Saturday evening, which is sit on the sofa, pretty much, lockdown life. Next week's video, I will try and show you, I can't remember if I told YouTube or I told Instagram. It's very hard to remember who you've told what to. But next week's video, I will show you the baby calf that my dad got me for my birthday, which was last week. A wee pedigree Holstein, so I'll show you her if anybody's interested in pedigree Holsteins. But other than that, I am going to go. Again, no idea how long or what you've seen in today's video, but I feel like you know that that's the crack by now. It's fairly standard. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.